Mazi Nnamdi Kanu roar in court again today. The leader of indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, today as the federal government continue his trial, even when many Nigerians are reacting that this trial is not needed in Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. At first, the court of the land of appeal have said that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu should be free because he was being kidnapped from Kenya by Buhari government to Nigeria. And according to Nigeria constitutions, it is unlawful for you to kidnap someone from a strange country to your land. And so therefore, he has to be free. But Nigeria government refused to do the needful and still keep him till Tinubu came in. One expect that Tinubu that came in will do the needful, even when different justice has advised the federal government that let this issue go on dialogue, political settlement, and allow this young man to go. But they pay debt here. We don't know what Bola Ahmed Tinubu want to achieve with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The truth of the matter is that the whole world is watching, and everybody is seeing what is happening. Our current problem today, as I keep saying it on this channel, that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Samuel Ekpan is not the problem of Nigeria. The problem of Nigerians are the insecurity, and people who are causing the insecurity are the Fulani headers and the Boko Harams. The Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Samuel Ekpan you are talking about, they are in their region in the southeast. They want to go. If you don't want the Igbos to be part of Nigeria, allow them to go. All these things will stop. But the Boko Haram and the Fulani headers who are moving from one region to another to buy people, what did they want? Boko Haram say they don't want Western educations in Nigeria. And that's the reason they are quelling. The Fulani headers, they want to buy every people to occupy the whole place for Islamization agenda, which is happening in Benue, in Plateau. Now, you are holding Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, giving him trial, spending Nigeria resources, taxpayers' money on his head, instead of you to settle this issue and let the young man go. What prompted Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to be fighting for agitation for his people was because the way Nigeria neglected the tribe of Igbo race. After Biafra war, Gowon said no victor, no vanquish, that everybody should come together and make Nigeria work. And these people, they dropped their arms and they came together. But ever since Gowon, ever since the time of Biafra war, the Igbos are not allowed to go close to the leadership, top leadership positions in Nigeria, like the president. We hardly see often in Senate, if not for Obasanjo, under Obasanjo regime, that extend the love a little. But after them, what is now the fate of the Igbo tribe? There's none. They are not good to hold the overall head of security and all that. Maybe probably the reason why they are doing the Yorubas and the Hausas, Fulani are doing that, they are afraid if they allow the Igbo to climb the ladder of leadership, they might also still want to fight or want to go away. Then you allow them to go. These are the reason the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the rest of them, started agitation that they want to go. Up to the very moment Buhari came in and unleashed his anger of hatred on the Igbos by describing IPOB as a terrorist organization, these people were going with flag to demonstrate that they want to leave Nigeria. Because when you are fighting something and you don't check what is the cause of the things you are fighting for, it will be very difficult for you to defeat. Because the energy Nigeria government are channeling on this Mazi Nnamdi Kanu issue and Samuel Ekpan over Biafrans, over the IPOB or the whatever they call it. If they channel the energy in Nigeria economy, Nigeria will live far better as it is today. Because of poverty rate now in the north, the way the Boko Haram are recruiting people in the north, even Nigeria soldiers are not recruiting it in that manner. They have not paid attention to it. It is this Mazi Nnamdi Kanu issue that is now the bigger problem. I have said it time without number, is either we allow the Igbos to go, the rest Nigeria can now sit and decide if you want to be Nigeria, if you want to be together, then we renegotiate how we want the Nigeria to be before we can move forward. But you think you can keep Igbos one side and do this thing, the country cannot move forward. Since 2015 up to this very moment, we are being backward. They have left us back. The Singapore, the Indonesians that we started at almost at the same time, they have left us behind because of this bad leadership that have taken over the country. What is the offense of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Oh, he commit treason. He want to take his people out of Nigeria. The Boko Haram, the Fulani headers, who are committing this atrocity, killing people in numbers on everyday basis. What has government have done to put an end to it? What? Today, the whole world is watching. The AU, the United States of America, the rest of them. And that's why I'm saying it, that the way Nigerians are handling over the issue of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the Finland government cannot release Samuel Ekpa to Nigeria. They can never. Because Nigerians have showcased themselves that they don't respect the rules of law, they don't respect human rights over this case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. If Mazi Nnamdi Kanu right is respected by Nigerians, by now he should have been released as the Court of Appeal have ruled that judgment. Don't forget, if we release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, he might also find his way out. What prompted Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to run away out of Abia State at the first place was because of Nigerian military men invaded his house and killed a lot of people, and he was able to escape and run for his dear life. The same thing that happened to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was the same thing that happened to the Igboho from the southwest. When he stood up to fight for his people, when Fulani men started killing the Yorubas in Oyo State, and he said, no, I cannot, since the governor is incapacitated, the governor cannot speak to his people to stop this mayhem of Fulani, let me speak. And Buhari government went after the young man, want to buy the man. He also ran for his dear life. What is the offense of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Is it because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is an Igbo man? Everything Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have said so far concerning these Fulani headers, this Islamization agenda, concerning these British who have put Nigeria to where we are today, everything has come to pass. If Nigeria were to be a country that value what is here, they would have called Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and say, what? Everything you have said so far concerning this country have come to pass. Come, let's reason together. No, they don't want to do that because he's an Igbo man. Because he refused to drop this agenda that he must take his people out of Nigeria. So many things that are making Igbos cannot belong to this country was because they were too neglected. Tell me the reason. Igbos are the ones that do importations of goods. Why is it that it is only in Lagos here we have seaport? Seaport is not in the southeast. So that the region will not develop. That is why you can see most of them now, they are angry with Alex Oti in Abia State because it's transforming the state. All they want is to keep the Igbos, the region, in a place that they will not develop. But they will come to your area, they will develop. Without Igbos, they will not be Lagos. They are the ones that transform this Lagos to where Lagos is right now. So they know what they did. If seaport were being in the east, most of these people who develop Lagos today will have not developed Lagos. That is just the agenda. And you are saying that somebody does not have the right to clamor for a structure or for them to move out of the country. enough is enough. Release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Let him go home. Share this video. Subscribe to this channel on your notifications. One love to you guys.
Biafra Evangelist, thank you for joining me this afternoon. Viewers, depending on wherever you are, whether in the morning, whether in the afternoon, please, if this is your first time, subscribe to this channel on your notifications. Biafra Evangelist, joy to Biafrans all over the world, in US, everywhere. Everything is working together for good for Biafrans. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu
For those who love
is
the
coming
Lord,
out. Yes, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is coming out in the month of May. What do you have to say to this joyful news?
o nwere ihe o mere nji enye ya ekele ayaya. O nwere ihe o mere nji enye ya ekele. O nwere ọrụ ọrụrụ nji enye ya otuto. O nwere ọrụ ọrụrụ nji enye ya. Asị m nye ya ekele, ọ bụ onye obiọma. O nwere ihe o mere nji enye ya ekele. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the great leader, the prophet of our time, the leader, the Moses of our generation. And I remember I almost said that Biafran evangelist. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, wherever you're watching us from. He said that he's coming out soon. And coming out is not just coming out, it's coming out to shame and to disgrace those Fulanese leaders in Igbo land who claim to be the governors and the Igbo leader in person of Rupus Odiojo, Soludo, Peter Mba, and Wifuru. Those ones that don't want him, and stupid Wike, the FCT minister, that don't want him to come out.
Is Wike among of those who
Wike is among the people who finance it, who sponsor it, and shame the Oba families who never wanted him, who sponsored the kidnapping of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Let me tell you, and let me tell you clearly, the handwriting is already on the wall, and it is written all over everywhere. Because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has conquered Nigeria, as he said. He said, I will bury. I am the one. He said, the suffering of my people will end in me, and I will be the one to end Nigeria. And that is what is happening. Same to Nigeria.
The Biafra evangelist, everything is working together for good for Biafra.
So Biafrans now, because we stand on the truth and we are the light.
In US right now, USB constitution has been approved by Donald Trump. This is the rejoice that in US, Dr. Rabueze and his people in US now they are
Rabueze is doing the job that others could not do. What others fail is what she is doing. What others fail is what she has done. What others could not do is what she has finalized. You know, these other ones, what they plotted was to destabilize what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has labored for, what Simon Ekpan has suffered for. Because they are agents of darkness. They are partnering with Nigeria. You know, Nigeria, the meaning of Nigeria means darkness. And the meaning of Biafra means light. We are the light of the African, the Biafra. We are the light of the people in the South. We are the light in the West Africa. We are the light in the North Africa. We are the light in the East Africa. And we are the light of the South Africa. We are the light. The only country whereby people like Donald Trump will be eager to visit. Have you ever seen somebody look at Rory or Burkina Faso? Look at that young man. You know what he said? He said that he would like to have Mazi Nnamdi Kanu as soon as he is released. That is a man who knows that he has somebody. That person like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a person of his like mindset. Because the freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the freedom of all. I'm telling you now that the freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the freedom of all. Not just only the Igbos, not just the Biafra, but Africa as a whole. Because the light that is in that young man, nobody carries it. Not even Donald Trump. And that is why somebody like Donald Trump is embracing the grace. See, let me tell you, I want to talk about grace. There are people that carry grace. It's not by size. It's not by education. God give it to them. It doesn't, not because they merit it, not this. It was a free gift from the Lord. God gave it to them. And whosoever that have encounter with them encounter special things. So Donald Trump has seen the light, the grace that is in that young man. He decided to embrace it. Donald Trump saw the light that will shine in Biafra. He himself want to embrace it. Who know like better thing? If na you nko, the same protein Russia that bombed Biafra is now celebrating Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, embracing Biafra. The same British that don't want Biafra to stand are the ones that are washing their hands now that they cannot do anything in the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Onye karere mmadụ karịrị chi ya.
Biafra evangelist, let's go to Finland, where Samuel Ekpa is battling it with the government of Finland. As I speak to you now, the Prime Minister of Finland now is like, he has betrayed Samuel Ekpa. The Nigerian government has used Samuel Ekpa as a trade fighter with Finland. And the Finland citizens, they are not even happy with the man.
Of course. How do you expect them to be happy? A man that have given all to the country, a man that have given his life and served all his life to the country. Do you know what it means to control battalion? To be a commander in the military? This is a man you turn back and you turn him down, you disrespect him, you disregard him, and you do not value his humanitarian interest nor right in your country. See, when you don't know, you don't like somebody, why did you welcome him as a citizen? When you know that you cannot protect this person or you don't like this person, why do you allow him to become your citizen? Why do you approve him as a citizen?
Everything went wrong for Samuel Ekpa. It's the very day Kachim Shettima meet the Prime Minister in UK. And even after that, Samuel Ekpa said he trusts his president, that his president cannot compromise. But it's as if we don't know what Shettima and Nigeria government
The president has compromised because he's a human. You know, I said it earlier that the only thing that can make Finland not to succumb, you know, with what Nigeria want to use to buy them over is integrity, discipline, and policy. Out of which Alexander Stubb has proven to me that he doesn't have integrity. He is not a disciplined person, and he doesn't have a word of. He's not a man enough. That is what he has proven to me, and that is what he has proven to the USB for taking the side of Nigeria. It shows that he's incompetent. He's an immobile person. It's not reliable and it's not trustworthy. It's not somebody we should have confidence in. Just like a former Kenyan president.
Biafra evangelist, do you think that Biafrans will take this Finland Prime Minister to ICC to go and report to ICC?
Excuse me, Simon Ekpa, once as soon as the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu case is done and dusted, from now to May, everything will be settled. And of which I want to tell you this. You can call it a prophecy, and I don't care. Let me tell you, the court cannot free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will not come through court. But it will come as a result of negotiation at the backyard. You will hear say they remove it, they release him. It will not come through court. And I am telling you again that the case of Simon Ekpa will be after Mazi Nnamdi Kanu case is settled. They no born and well again to keep that young man. Because he's a man who committed no crime. Why should you detain him? Why are you disturbing his life? If you know that you cannot grant him safety, why did you give him the car, the passport, the guarantee and what it takes to be a citizen in your country, even to the point of handling the military position in your country for so many years, and now belonging to the same political party, of which they on the platform that today you are standing as a governor, as a prime minister, the president of a nation. You understand? So, but I'm happy that the party members The people are now standing up. They are rising now against the prime minister, protesting, campaigning for the freedom, total freedom of Simon
So,
Ekpa.
Abiyafa evangelist in 30 seconds as we go. What is the expectation? What is the mood of Southeast right now? Hearing that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is coming out very soon.
The mood, the excitement is much, because we know it that at the end of the day, by the time it comes out, like I said before, freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the freedom of all.
Thank you so much. Freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the freedom
Freedom
of
of
all.
all.
Thank you. We look forward to having you next time again.
Biafra evangelist. We are still on the Uromi issue because currently we are seeing on the page of a major